Well, it's been a long, nearly 6 months now, and I think it all hit us like a bombshell, really, or hitting a brick wall. Suddenly the churches were closed. I remember when I closed the churches, and in consultation with other bishops like yourself, just the week before the Prime Minister closed our churches, basically. I think we were in a bit of shock. And then, of course, so many people quickly adapted to online, pre-recorded, live streaming services that suddenly we found we had a whole new group of people who were watching, participating in our churches from a distance. So in our own cathedral in Sydney, for example, where we would only get, say, the capacity is 800, we'd get maybe 300 people on a Sunday, we're getting 11,000 people. Hits, wonderful. So what I've found is that the devil may want to close our churches, but God wanted to close our churches so we can open up our services to a wider variety of people.
And Glenn, what about for you and I personally? How has the COVID situation impacted you?
Well, we just moved into a new apartment, as a matter of fact, and our own apartment in my final months as Archbishop. So it was all very new, and being locked down was a bit hard. We fortunately have some areas we can go out and walk, so that was good. I think the hardest thing for us was when our grandchildren visited, their mother, our daughter, rightly said, well, you can't cuddle, Nana and Papa. So, and a little 3-year-old Ben would come and say, we're not allowed to cuddle, there's a virus. So, and then when it came time for the restrictions had eased, and my daughter then said to her son, well, now you can cuddle. He came and said, we can cuddle, I love cuddles. So that's just a human dimension of the normal things, even with your own grandchildren. Even my own daughter, I didn't hug her and kiss her like I normally would. I wanted to honour her, keeping distant at that level. Not that we were a threat, but it's just good safety measures. And we want to be good citizens in our country too. We want to model that, and it means if there's some deprivation, we have to experience that.
With the cases in New South Wales now escalating, what's your go-to Bible verses for people who may be watching today who are feeling anxious again and uncertain again about the future?
Well, I think one of a verse which has stuck for me for many times is, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say, rejoice. Why does Paul say, again I say rejoice? Because maybe the Philippians 4 of course, were thinking, rejoice, look at the troubles we've got. No, listen, again I say, rejoice in the Lord always. And shortly after that verse, have no anxiety about anything, but bring your cares and concerns to God with thanksgiving. So we have a God who hears our prayers. Therefore we can rejoice. It's not a stiff upper lip stoicism. It's a genuine, deep-seated confidence in God, that God is still in control. And yes, I might be in a time of deprivation, isolation, and I can't do the things I normally do, or I may have lost my job, or my health is at risk. All those things, God is still our God, and we can rejoice. And again I say, rejoice in the Lord always.